Be honest. How many times have you said this is day one only to quit again? What's up, YouTube? I'm T. Welcome back to X Academy, where I give you game on how to improve your life. If you're here for the first time, make sure you drop a comment down below. So today we're gonna talk about the real reason why you keep starting over at day one. You're relying on motivation, not discipline. Motivation is temporary; it fades. Discipline is what keeps you moving on the days you don't really feel like. People restart because they're chasing feelings instead of building a system. Discipline helps 90% of the time. 10% motivation. I say 10% motivation and 90% discipline. And if you need really help with discipline, make sure you click the link in the description. Discipline will always be motivation. People fail to actually become the best version of themselves because they fail at discipline. They fail at that business because of discipline. They fail with that relationship because of discipline. If you don't have discipline, you don't have anything. Once you discipline one thing, you become disciplined with everything. When you're disciplined with everything, that is amazing. That means you're good. You could do whatever it is you set your mind to and not have to take a step forward or have troubles. You won't have a clear system. Most people just try hard without no structure. System equals routine, accountability, and tracking progress. Without a system, day one always repeats itself. I know we do have those days where we fall off, but you cannot make those days a habit. Once it becomes 2 days, it becomes a habit. So that's why I always say setting a system, a routine. Have structure with your day. People say it's bull crap about routines and morning routine, night routines, bro. Unapologetically, we're all doing routines each and every day. Depending on might be Mondays and Tuesdays, might be Thursdays and Fridays. You do specific things these days. Wake up in the morning, you go use the bathroom and make breakfast. Wake up your kids, like whatever. You take kids to school. There's a routine, specific routine you have, especially people that have kids that are in school and are back in school right now. You have a specific routine that you go by. So why not implement a routine to become the best version of yourself? Why not have a routine to where you don't have to keep having these day ones, day ones. Even if you slip up one day, you're back at it again the next day. It's not your day one. You're disciplined enough and you have a good enough system, well structured to where you don't have to keep having these day ones. Use Google Calendar. That helps. Actually have that structure system in your phone to where you see it and you're checking off things on your list every day. Once you see one checked off, you see what you need to do next. Put the hardest tasks or the ones that need to get done first and get those, knock them off, knock them off, knock them off. That's the best way you can win your days. The best way you can not have a day one every other day, every other week, every other month. You think too big too fast. People overload themselves with huge changes all at once. Success comes from stacking small, consistent wins, not a massive one overload haul. Most people think, oh, they did it overnight. It's just overnight success. You got these numbers because this, you got these numbers because that. No one ever sees the fact that people have been working years prior. People didn't upload music years prior. It might not even been on that platform. Yeah, cool. Some people are spoon fed. Some people know people, but for the most part, they have put in the work. That's how we start to know their name. We might have scrolled past them because we see that it wasn't nothing. But now that they're a big name or they're a big timer, we know who they are because they have put in the work. Real success, they put in the work. They put in years. They put in over 10,000 hours. They worked that 9 to 5 and did their purpose. You have to put in the time, put in the reps to see the success that you want. It's okay to have big goals. It's okay to dream big and actually write these goals down and work on them each and every single day, 1% better each and every day. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So build these small wins and it will ultimately become a big win. It will ultimately be the reason you're successful. So don't think that everything's going to happen overnight. Start now. It's okay if you start at ground zero. Everyone had to start somewhere. You're starting at ground zero, starting at one. To get to 10, you have to go through these stages. You want to keep going up and up, keep putting in those reps, keep putting in those reps, and you will actually see elevation. You will actually see a transformation. People want to see automatic results. You go to the gym for 2 months, you think you're gonna see some type of results? No. You have to keep applying yourself. And after you start seeing those results, to keep those results, you have to keep going. You have to keep going. You miss one day, 2 days, 2 weeks, you start to go down instead of keep going up. Just keep going up, building momentum. Your identity hasn't shifted yet. If you still see yourself as the person who quits, you always reset. The change sticks once you adapt a new identity. I'm someone who shows up daily no matter what. That's what I always preach about mindset. Before you have this big transformation, you have to build the best mindset ever. You have to think differently about situations. You have to think differently about your wife. Think differently about your boyfriend. You have to think differently about that 9 to 5. Yes, I'm working this 9 to 5 so I can create a better life for myself so I can invest in myself and make sure I have a roof over my head. Make sure I have the necessities needed for me to create the life I really want. This life is not forever, but I'm grateful I do have a job because most people can't get a job or don't have one. Most people are struggling. Yeah, I might be check to check, but at least I'm making some income. You know what I mean? You have to think differently about situations. It's not about fabricating or being a lie or not being this person. The person that you want to become, you need to live that life each and every day, no matter how much money you make, no matter what you look like, how you feel like. You have to be that person because when you become that person, you will be in the best position and you will already be there. There's nothing more else to do but get that result. You know, you have to live and become that person each and every day. Live like that person, and it will become you. We don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. You have to live as that person each and every day. The reason why you keep starting over at day one is you're chasing results. It's not gonna happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight, and if it happens fast, it will end fast. That's why they say build that momentum. Small wins. Make up your bed. Wake up early. Drink that water. Go to the gym. Go there 9 to 5. Come back. Still work on your purpose. Show love to your family. Like we have to put structure in our life and build these routines in this system so we can do what we need to do. 10x yourself. Become the best version of yourself. That's what it means. People just willy nilly with everything and don't know the workout routine they're doing. Don't know the video they will post. Don't know how their day is going to be structured. I know how my day is going to be structured. My family knows how my day is going to be structured. Yes, I have these blocks where I have free time, but for the most part, it's structured, and I have to get that done before I do anything else. Then I make time for everything. I make sure I make time for everything that is important, and you need to do the same thing. This is easy, bro. Once you do it for a week, then two, it becomes your natural routine. You're gonna be like, I feel good. I feel great. I've just been a week without the liquor. I feel more energized. I've been waking up early, feel more energized. I actually been in the gym, feel more energized. I did some deep work. I learned stuff today. I read a book and it actually sparked something in my brain that I never thought about. Dang, this is what she was talking about. Okay, I can fix it like this. Now you're thinking different. Now you're moving differently. Like people think self improvement is just to look good and get girls and get guys and make the most amount of money. No, bro. It's a lot of way different things where it helps. You learning different things each and every day. You putting yourself to the hard task. You will be able to move through life. Like a lot of things has been happening and I've been cool. I would cry. I would complain, be depressed, treat people any type of way, be upset at everybody because I don't have no money or I lost that job or this happened to me. Yo, cry. I'd be cool. I did my morning routine. I'm alive. I'm getting closer to God. Everything's great. Have a roof over my head. May not know what I'm eating tonight, but I got a roof over my head. You got to be grateful about everything. Be grateful about the things that you have because some people don't have it. And eventually, once you 10x and you put in that amount of work that's needed, it is required for the person you need to become for the life that you want, bro. It's up after that. Everything will fall into place. You just need to fall in line. You need to become that person. You need to work on yourself, work on your businesses, work on that thing that you want, and stop putting it into those distractions. Motivation is not gonna help you. This video might motivate you, but at the end of the day, when you have that discipline, when you're waking up each and every day and you're stacking the wins, you're building that momentum, that's what's going to keep you going. So you have to keep going. You got this. I believe in you. You got to believe in yourself. No more day ones for the rest of the year. No more day ones. If you slip off, come right back quick the next day and get on it. Don't make it day two, day one. Stuff, things happen, life happen. You got this. Lock the fuck in. Let's get to our goals. Let's bring this year down with the bang and start 2026 with a bang. Ain't no more what do you call that? New Year's resolution. We've been working on ourselves. Ain't no New Year's resolution. We just continuing that and leveling up. Keep on leveling up, leveling up. That's all we doing. So, what you gonna do next? You gonna quit? You gonna start that day one so you can quit? Or you gonna keep on moving forward, keep on seeing how you can level up more and more in your life to become the best version of yourself? So that's it for the vid. If you enjoyed this video, you want to fast track your transformation, click the link in the description. I will help you become the best version of yourself. Peace.